talking about different ways to show appreciation to him. Welcome back to Poetry and Friends. If this is your first time on this channel, what I do is that I just talk about love topics that God has placed on my heart. And in most of my videos, I talk directly to women, and these videos are usually in relation to different ways to love your man properly. One way that a man feels loved or respected is when you show appreciation. And I have been talking about that in most of my videos. But in this video, let's discover the different ways to show appreciation to him or how to treat him like a king. Surprising him with something that he really loves and thanking him afterwards. And then when you're surprising him, we have to do that thing well or go extra mile. And I am going to provide an example. I'm going to use it in the context of marriage, right? Say her husband, she realizes that his favorite food is, let's say, rice and steak, right? One time she could just decide that, okay, I'm going to surprise him because I am just so thankful. So for today, I am going to surprise him, but I'm going to do it well. So she gets, extra steak and then even hide some of the steak underneath the rice so that while he's eating, he's like, what is that? What is that? And more steak, extra. What she could also do is to get a thank you plate, like a plate that has thank you on the surface of the plate, so that once he's done eating, what he sees is thank you. And after he finishes eating, you just thank him. So you know exactly why you're grateful. So you're just gonna let him know, like, think of a moment when you felt really grateful that you had him, because you want to go into detail, right? So that he would really know that, okay, yeah, you do appreciate him. So so like you tell him that, oh, maybe thank you for being the best man ever, right? Going into detail and letting him know. So then also, this is not going to be a one-time thing, right? So like the first time you surprised him with his favorite food. So for the next time, it wouldn't be food again because we have to be mysterious. So the next time it could probably be something else that he really loves. And then when you're doing it, you just do it really well. He would really say, wow, she did all of that for me and really went the extra mile to get me a thank you plate. I belong in a palace. Writing it down, writing why you feel appreciated, right? And then it has to be something perpetual, right? So, like when you're writing it down, this is what you have to include. Well, first, how he has added value into your life. For example, if you feel like you've become a better woman, you write it down. Like, how has he made you a better woman? And also letting him know how significant he is. Let's say you feel like he's so important, like without him, it's like walking with one shoe, like one left shoe without the right. So if it's that, you just go into detail by letting him know, like, yeah, I feel like without you, it's like walking with one shoe. And also, right, adding, sorry for the moments that I mistakenly did something that emerged as not being appreciative, right? And then this is very important because we're not perfect. So maybe there are some moments when you did something that came out negative, that he was wavering. He thought that maybe you do not appreciate him. So if you don't write that, then you could be writing all of this down and he's going to be thinking like, what about that day? Right? So you have to let him know and say sorry. So writing it down, you could also buy him something that says thank you, that you could resonate with, right? So writing additional stuff in addition to what you're getting him. So for the poetry that I write, I have written some poetry that I feel like a lot of people could resonate with, which I'm going to be reading. Let's say if you were supposed to get him a thank you gift, this would be perfect because I feel like you could resonate with it and also write down your additional stuff with that. So, yeah, I prayed for you. I prepared for you. I waited for you. And when you came, there was no uncertainty. Indeed, it was a transition when I started feeling. That day, I went to the ground and started kneeling. I began to talk to God as my head was directed at the ceiling. Lord, thank you for this blessing. I know that I will never regret loving this person. So yeah, so then it could be that, or it could be you typing it on your phone and sending it to him. So that way, he always has it. So very important because let's say maybe one day there's like a misunderstanding between the woman and the man. The Holy Spirit could just lead the man, like, look at that thing that your woman wrote. And then he would just see it and just say, you know what, let me just let this go, right? So having something that he could hold on to, writing it down, is also very important and one effective way to say thank you to him. One way that a man would feel appreciated, it's when you include him in things that you do, especially in the little things, even in decision making. Once a man is not included in the things that you do, he starts to feel unappreciated. For example, let's say the man and the woman, right, they have gifted a different couple money one time. They've been nice to these couple. And then the woman has now deceived the couple that has gifted them, right? That has been nice to them. And now the woman, it's really angry about this. Like, how could she do such a thing? Like, but then she's really sitting there, like, after all that help, she had the nerve to say all those stuff behind our back. Nah, I'm gonna get my money back. Hello? Yeah. Lily, how could you be so ungrateful? How could you be that ungrateful? After all that help, all that we did for you, that's how you repay us? All right, you know what? Just send our money back. What you mean you can't hear me? Let me put on speaker. You better send my money to my cash app right now before I call 911 on you. So then she gets the money back, and then the husband comes and then she tells him, honey, guess what? So I got our money back from Lily. He is going to feel so unappreciated because he's going to be thinking that, wow, you couldn't ask of his opinion before you made that decision. That will make you feel, the woman feel like she is superior. So in that case, there's no submission taking place here. So that's how he's going to start feeling unappreciated. But let's say if she included him that, hey, honey, because of what Lily did, I'm thinking of getting our money back. Then he's going to think that you see something in him. You see him as a good leader. That's why you're asking of his opinion before you make a decision. So, yeah, you allow him to help you whenever he's offering to help, right? So maybe he wants to help you find a solution to a problem. When that happens, the woman shouldn't be like, I got this, Superman. Even if she's playing, she shouldn't. But rather, when he's offering to help, you just accept it in like a quick second, like, oh, yeah, sure, Your Majesty. Somebody's probably saying, all right, yeah, you're doing too much. But yeah, Your Majesty, because remember, we want to treat him like a king. So, yeah, If you always accept his help, he is going to feel appreciated because remember, he's going to really feel valuable. And then that's what a man wants to be towards his woman. Surprising him with something that he needs to get done, that he's been talking about it for a while now. For example, let's just say he's been talking about how he needs to rearrange his product data in a box or something, right? So he's been talking about it for a while now, but then he hasn't gotten the chance to do it. So what she could do is decide that, you know what? I know that he's been saying that he wants to get this done. So if I do it for him, he is going to feel so appreciated because this is something that is very important to him, right? So that's when the woman goes to arrange his products with love, arrange it really nicely. And then once he comes and then he sees it, he would just be like, and when he says, thank you, that's when you said, no, thank you. And then you let him know, like, thank you for, why you feel appreciated, right? So again, you let him know why. Like, thank you for being such a wonderful man to me. Then he will be thinking that, wow, she did this for me. And then she's also telling me, thank you. One more thing, and I'm going to move to the palace. Letting him know how much you respect him. So that is like you letting him know that after God, he is next. That's how high you hold him. And of course, it has to show, right? You're not just saying it. So that means you listen to him, you will love him like how you love God, because that's our assignment. Like in the Bible, it talks about the woman loving her husband like how we love Christ, and how the man also loving us like how Christ loves the church, right? So letting him know that you love him like how you love God. So if you let him know that this is how high I hold you, and then it also shows in action, he is going to write your name in his heart forever. He would say, baby, all right, I'm moving to the palace now. Let's go. Thank you so much for staying to the end. It's my birthday, by the way. And yeah, so, oh, you said you want to give me a gift? Oh, that's so nice. So, I'm not going to ask much from you. You could just say a prayer for me. And then, oh, yeah. Remember the thank you portrait frame that I read, right? If you check it out and then purchase it, I'm going to put the link somewhere up here. Or I have the different products that you could also check out. I'm also going to be placing that somewhere up here. That would be a best birthday gift for me if you purchase one of my products, and then God will bless you. So I really hope that this video blessed you, and do subscribe for more videos. And if God permits, see you when I upload my next video. Bye-bye.